Hello and welcome to my presentation of the Woodcock-Johnson Edition 4. My name is Jake Simonton, and we will be covering the importance of appropriate administration of the Woodcock-Johnson, as well as proper protocol, subtest selection, when to choose the Woodcock-Johnson, and the importance of proper interpretation of data and getting the most reliable data possible. The importance of appropriate administration. Overall, we need to understand our students' current academic strengths and challenges, and understanding these needs comes from valid data. Valid data comes from appropriate administration, and so specifically, valid data shows academic progress of our students in reading, writing, and math, as well as their progress relative to the norms of the population, and helps determine the possibility of one of our students having a learning disability, as well as what placement might benefit them in special education should they qualify for services. The bottom line, for valid and reliable data, it is essential for administration of appropriate battery of assessments to be given, as well as assessments to be administered with fidelity. Proper protocols for the Woodcock-Johnson. The administration time, again, is 60 to 70 minutes. Age level is 2 to 95 plus years of age. The grade levels can range from kindergarten to first-year graduate students. Some information on references and norms. Use the same reference group when comparing results from different tests. Generally, grade norms are preferable in school-based settings, and age norms in ungraded settings. When an examinee's age and grade are not consistent, score results both ways. Age equivalency and grade equivalency are not impacted by choice of the norm group. The subtest selection. The Woodcock-Johnson includes 20 tests for measuring 4 broad academic domains: reading, written language, mathematics, and academic knowledge. The standard battery of subtests includes 11 tests covering letter-word identification, applied problems, spelling, passage comprehension, calculation, writing samples, word attack, oral reading, sentence reading fluency, math facts fluency, and writing fluency. Here's a description of each of those subtests on the standard battery of the Woodcock-Johnson, as well as a table that shows the Woodcock-Johnson's interpretive clusters for reading, mathematics, writing, and cross-domain clusters. The extended battery of subtests for the Woodcock-Johnson includes 9 tests that cover reading recall, number matrices, editing, word reading fluency, spelling of sounds, reading vocabulary, science, social studies, and humanities. The extended battery subtests with their descriptions for the 9 subtests in the extended battery are as shown. And here is a table for the extended battery showing, again, the interpretive clusters for reading, mathematics, and writing for that extended battery. So when should the Woodcock-Johnson Edition 4 be used? It should be used if data is needed in any of the following 4 broad academic areas as discussed earlier: reading, written language, mathematics, academic knowledge. And the information we discussed in the standard battery of 11 subtests will help us decide, and you decide, what on the appropriate assessment to utilize. If further data is needed, the extended battery of 9 subtests should be considered. The importance of proper interpretation of the data. Without proper interpretation of the data will neither be valid or reliable. Valid data shows our students' progress in reading, writing, and math, as well as their academic progress relative to the norms of population, and help us determine the possibility of a learning disability, as well as appropriate placement in special education should they receive special education services. The importance of getting the most reliable data. Again, there's 4 levels of data within the Woodcock-Johnson, and they are accumulative, so they build off one another. Taking a closer look at level 2 scores, they're going to cover the grade equivalent, which reflect the scores of the level of task difficulty at which a student can perform and may be useful for instructional planning. Age equivalency scores reflect developmental level and may be useful in understanding the abilities of our students and can help with placement planning. Thank you for your attention, and copies of this PowerPoint are available in my classroom. You can also email me through VoiceThread and Blackboard. Thank you so much. These are the resources I used to create this PowerPoint presentation.